Wow. Welcome to the turning point today. Today is the 19th of March 2021. What a wonderful day. We have such a privilege to be here today. I want to welcome everyone to at the turning point with my very self, Esther. How have you been? Hope everything is going well for you. Hope you've had a wonderful week. I hope that everything according to what you've planned. What a wonderful day. I appreciate you. Thank you for tuning in. I'm trying to get my set ready, trying to see if I can share. Let me know if you can hear me. Yes, it's such a wonderful day today, and we're going to have the best of the best today. It is going to be loud today. We have a wonderful guest in the house. Thank you, Grace. I am Beku. Thank you, Christina. You are there, Mommy Christina. You are there for me to share. Yes, we have come to the point where we need to share now. I'm trying to share on my WhatsApp status. I'm trying to share around just to let that we're on. Yes, we want to exalt the name of the Lord for giving us the privilege to be here today. I want you to get a cup of coffee and also cold drink. It depends where you are in the whole world. I want to say to you, good day to you, wherever you are, whatever the time is, wherever you are. I want to say, God bless you. This is at a turning point, the second one in this month. Like you know that we don't do weekly again because of so many commitments. But I'm so happy to see you today. You yes, help me to share, help me to invite, throw party, let people know that we're on. Yes, help me to share, let people know that we're on. I will appreciate you if you can help me to share. I'm trying to share on my group, I'm trying to share in my group or whatever the English could be. Yes, help me share, let people know that we're on. Let people are on, we're getting on. Yes, it is time for the turning point. And I want to tell you today, we're going to make it real. Like, I mean, real. It's going to be real today. The topic before us today is one of its kind, and I want to assure you that you are not going to be disappointed today. You know what? Your contribution counts a lot today, and I really not going to take you for granted. So I really want you to share. May the Lord bless you. Yes. Okay. Thank you. Do we have there? Lucia, thank you very much. Yes. I am Shola Exiba. Oh, nice to see you, madam. Yes, I want to go on Facebook. I want to see what I've got there. What have I done wrong? Yes. Okay. I hope you can hear me. Help me to share, everyone. Help me to share in your group. Let people know that we're on. I'm sending invites to few people. Yes. Wow, we have a wonderful guest in the house today. Help me to share. Let people know that we're on. I'm trying to share because I've noticed that a lot of people will say, Esther, whatever you're doing, I don't even know about it. I didn't get the invite. And at times, it pains me. So I've just decided today, I'm not going to rush. I'm going to invite and do whatever I can do. Thank you very much. Happy to share, everyone. Thank you for coming tonight. Thank you for coming. I want to celebrate everyone that they are doing their birthday in the month of March. I didn't get to do that last time. Yes, I want to celebrate wedding anniversary, maybe remembrance, memorial, thing you might be doing that call for celebration. I want to congratulate you. And from the at the turning point team, we're saying congratulations to you. Pray that God will continue to uphold you. Moving on today. I want to acknowledge here we have my husband in the house, Ebenezer Sheun. Thank you. And Bella, thank you much for joining. Mommy Abiokun. Yes. Yeah. We have Mommy Otuyele, Olayemi Isaac. Thank you very much. Help me to share. Let people know that we're on. Hi, Pastor Sheun PSA is saying hi. Thank you very much. Mommy Christian Yade is yes. Oh, you can hear me. It's not freeze. It's not breaking up on me. That's good. Yes, moving on. Current issue. I had somebody send a link to me and into the group that I am, that we need to fill a sensor. If you live in United Kingdom, I think there is a fine of £1,000 if you don't fill in your sensor. So you need to go online, fill your details for 2021 sensor. It's going to end on the 21st, which is Sunday. So from what they sent to me, if you don't fill in the sensor, you are liable to a fine of £1,000. I've not done my, I'll try and do it. I don't know. They said the sensor, like want to know everything about you anyway. So they said they need it, and it's a year of sensor in the United Kingdom. So you need to get on and fill in your sensor. You can get the link on the government website. Yes, yes. Moving on, moving on, moving on. Today we're doing the preparation for the future, the of change, the mode of change. That is the modality, the mode of change. Who do we have there? Baby Sola, thank you, mommy. Okay, mommy Grace, thank you. Oh, Mary Otuyele, mommy Otuyele, thank you. Sandy, thank you for joining. Help me to share. Let people know that we're on. We're on. So what we're doing today, we are unveiling the mode of change. The mode of change. We are unveiling it like we want to talk about it, like we want to talk about readjustment, reschedule. We are talking about aligning, resettling certain things. We want to unveil factors that we need, that will cause turning point for us in this day and season. We've been focusing so much on this era. And this is what we're doing today. Our main topic, our main focus is mode, M-O-D-E. M-O-D-E. That is, another word is to readjust, to reschedule. Um, why are we saying this? Because it is now we can determine tomorrow time, and it is of essence. It is now we can readjust what we will see tomorrow. We cannot go into tomorrow to readjust what we wanted to see tomorrow in tomorrow. We need to readjust what we wanted to see now tomorrow. And what I've noticed is that a lot of us we overlook certain things in our life. I talk a lot, at the turning point about our mind, change of mind, and some of us we've even changed our mindsets, but we have not articulate it. We have not put it into practice. We have not kind of like activate it. It's another thing for you to hear this and made up your mind, make sure that will change. Another thing is now to actively, carry it out. And tonight we're going to be doing that. Please help me to share on Facebook. God bless you. Help me to share. Network is breaking. Linda said, I think your side. Please, is networking breaking for others? Because I think it is from your side. Please check your um thing as well, because at times I don't know this. I'm trying to change from streamlined. Streamline is requiring too much energy to broadcast. So I want to change to something else, because after you've prepared, you've done everything, you come on and it start breaking. I'm very close to my router and I'm like 1 second from my router, and yet it's still kind of like strange. So bear with us if you are not catching it that much. I hope that this will rebuild. Okay, so mode, to talk about mode, unveiling the mode of change, the factor of change is the adjustment of changes, the factors that we need. There is a way or manner in which something occur or is being experienced. I don't know what's your definition of mode. A mode, certain, that you have a flight mode, you have a flight mode, you have a sleeping mode, you have anytime that you can switch your statute do, you can switch your default setting. And now, in order for us to experience a turning point, maximizing our life now we need to change the mode. Like when you're adjusting your heater or your fan, there is a way you do the adjustment. Yes, it's a way. I have so many definitions, but I want you to give me your definition. The network is breaking. Watch Island as well. Wow. So, thank you, Olubumi Kayode. Thank you. So the network is breaking. I'm sorry about that, man. Yes, I pray that the Lord will help us. We are on YouTube as well. Check if the YouTube is carrying it well on Dr. Esther Akiwusi. We're on YouTube as well. We're on Instagram as well. Esther Akiwusi is just one word. Check it as well if you can, if you are able to get it as well. I'm really sorry about the network. I'm really going to work on it. I think I'm changing from StreamYard. It's causing so much pain now. Yeah. So very much. So, mode is a manner in which something occurs, a manner of acting or doing something, a method of doing something, a mode, a way of doing something. It's a designated condition, a status as for performing a task, responding to situation. So at this turning point today, we want to change not only our mindset, our default setting. It's the way you do things. When you set anything on default, you see on your phone, that means you want it to remain like that by default. Let it be the way it is. Let nothing change it. But this time around, we want to reset the mode from that setting that you put it, if we must enjoy turning point. Yes, so change your automatic switch. The most frequent value set of values is what is called mode. The most frequent value, the one that is major, the one that is important, things that ought to be changed, things that need your attention out of set of many values that you have is modality, your appearance, your forms, your disposition taken by a thing or by one of essential properties or attributes, your attribute, things that sell you away, things that had value to you needs to be reset. This is at the turning point. How do you do that? All this jargon English I'm talking about, we are going into practical now. How do you do that? What are the factors that we want to unveil today to change our mode, our modality, our attributes, our statute, our default setting? We need to readjust it. There is need for certain things that has been the way it has been for a long time. You see, the reason why we're saying this is that we need to use now to favor our tomorrow. We need to use our now to favor our tomorrow. Yes, thank you very much. It's better. Network is breaking on Facebook. Okay, thank you very much. We need to use our now to favor our tomorrow. We need to use our now to favor our tomorrow. That's the reason why we're doing this. You see, one of the things that actually comes to mind when I was thinking about this topic is that some people, their whole body is still in the past and their life is in now. How can you navigate the mode of change to align together? Your own body, your own mind is still in the past failure, the past experience, the past pain, and you are in now. So if your body is in now and past, and your brain is now, how do you navigate it together so that it comes alive for betterment of tomorrow? We need to prepare for tomorrow now, today, and this is at the turning point. So, people, there are guests everywhere. I want you to help me on YouTube, on Facebook. I want you to kindly put in for me what factors you think we need to change our modality, our mode. what do we need? What are the factors we need? Remember, I said we always say mindset. But now some people, they've changed their mindset, but they're yet to activate what they've changed. The change they've made has not been put into practice. And we are discussing this topic today at the turning point, because what we want for him to see tomorrow, it needs to be dealt with today. We need to fashion it today. We need to put it on that default setting. What tomorrow, you put the default setting on it today. You cannot change tomorrow. You can change tomorrow now. And that's why we need to activate some of the things that in our mind that we've changed into, but we have not actualized. And that's why we're encouraging this today. So to you, what are the things that we need? My guest has some scenario that we're going to discuss. Different between now and tomorrow. This time is what we need to prepare. This is the time where you prepare for tomorrow. I don't know what happened. My Facebook is gone. I hope I've not lost the. Sorry, because I'm monitoring it here. I can see. Thank you. So, not where you are now, or for where you are coming from. Okay, what did I put there? I said the time to prepare is now. And when you are preparing, when you have changed your mindset, you are not changing your mindset because of where you are coming from, your past or now. Because now already you are now. There's little or nothing to do about it. But tomorrow is what is important. And we need those factors today. We need to talk about it. What are the factors? Please, can somebody help me online? Let's do it together tonight. What are the factors that we need in order for us to meet tomorrow the way we want it? You need to set the mood. Whatever things that the changes you've done, you need to activate that changes for tomorrow. Because one thing is, a lot of us, we've changed, we've had some information, we know it's new era, we know things, but we make up that decision to change our mind, but we are not activating whatever we've changed our mind to do to reflect in our tomorrow. And we still find ourselves in what we saw today. So it's not about now. It is not where you are coming from, but it's about where you are going. And things do expire if it is not well managed. So you don't want to enter tomorrow already expired. No one wants to enter tomorrow already expired. What are the factors that we need to put in place in order to enter tomorrow already expired? Can you imagine even tomorrow that you have not seen already have expired because of things that we've put in place or we've not put in place? And it is very important. You cannot prepare for tomorrow now in like tomorrow. You prepare for tomorrow now. And this is the turning point. This word is coming to someone. I want you to tell me, what are the things for you when we talk about the mode of changes? What are the factors apart from need to change your mind, I need to change my thinking, I need to make my decision? What are those key things that's held us bound? Those are clues that I'm looking for. What are those things that are not allowing us to enjoy, things that we ought to enjoy? What are those things? What can you identify? You can only prepare for tomorrow now. So use now to favor your tomorrow. I'm going to call in my guest. Yes, can somebody tell me the definition of their own status, of what it means for them, the default setting in our lives? What are the factors that we need to look into? What is it that is holding us down? What is holding people down? That, okay, after I've changed my mind, I wanted to take a step. For example, I made up my mind that during this lockdown, I'm going to lose weight, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. Then I made up my mind, I changed my mindset, I changed my speeding, I try to see what I can do to make it better. I hardly eat at times. I said, no, I will do everything, just not more weight. But I've not been on scale now for the past 2, 3 months. I won't even dare near it. I don't want to depress myself. But what was it that stopped me? The gym. I made up my mind. Is one of my actions that I wanted to take. I've changed my mind, but I couldn't get to the gym. Is there other alternative? So I don't want to see this weight tomorrow, but I'm not doing anything about it today. Because it's what I will see tomorrow. Nothing will change it. So what is the gap? What do I do between that gap? What do I do between that gap? I want to do it. I've changed my mind. I need to set my default setting. What do I need to do on Instagram? Please, can somebody help me? Can you tell me? Can somebody help on Facebook? What is it? What are the factors that helps us to do what? To meet our tomorrow the way we want to see it? What are the factors? I need someone to help me. I'm going to call my guest. She's my wonderful daughter. I hope she's ready for me. Her name is Mandy, a lady with so much energy, an influential, a phenomenon, a woman, a one-woman gang, very positive minded, always a strive for success. She's an inventor. She wants to create everything. She wants to invent so many things. She can think about inventing 10 things like in one day. Hardworking and always ready to learn. She's full of precious experience and previous experience of the past, now, and also the present. My guest belong to a generation that has been left to find their feet in destiny. She has to use her experiences. She finds ways to navigate herself from the past, present to the future. She has she has come across everything and every challenges out there. She has to learn to pick herself up, embrace herself. She's a mother, and with lovely girls. She has so many things to say. Join me to welcome my guest, Mandy. Yes, why I'm doing that. So she will join us. I don't know, always stay motivated. Oh, thank you, Sandy, for that. Yes, at a stage, I want people to give me a call. Yes, thank you, Stagbemi. Identify specific issues. That's it. Making a plan, they're not following through. Oh, I'm missing that thing. On identify weaknesses, I want to see, oh, my guest is around now. Welcome, Mandy. Welcome, welcome. You're welcome to the turning point today. Can you hear me? Yes, say hello to the guest. You are welcome. You are welcome.
Everybody,
Over to you.
I hope you can hear me. I hope my network is breaking too much.
Yeah, I can hear
Can you,
you. I can hear
okay.
you. Yeah, we can hear you. Can you hear the guests? Everyone, say hello to guests. Yes. Okay,
Hello, everyone.
yes, say hello. Yes, so according to the topic that we're discussing today, that is to unveil the factors that we need in the mold changing. We need to change so many things. I know when I was discussing with you, even on Sunday, when we were talking about the issue of being a mother, having to face so many things. I know we're coming up with some valid point that can help one at the turning point today. So I just want you to give your own view about what the turning point, at that turning point, what it meant to you. I just want you to give your own view about the mode of change, things, factors that we need to put in place. Sorry, there's going to be a bit of shaky here because there is someone at the door. Yeah, over to you. Over to you, visitor.
Okay, so
Did you open the
for
door?
me, basically, I had my first daughter when I was 19 years old, and obviously, like I was missing out on certain things. I was missing certain things that I didn't appreciate, and obviously, as a mother, you want to do the best that you can for your children, but every single time it wasn't. Sometimes I felt like I was doing enough. So, for example, when I finished, I wasn't and I did get a job, but I wasn't able to get jobs. Me feel depressed and obviously like taking necessary steps to sort myself out in order for me to become a better mother for my daughter. At the time I only had one, so obviously, like, going to the doctor, seeking help, whatever help it is that you need. Obviously, sometimes you can identify that you've got a problem, but then identifying your problem is not enough. You also have to take necessary steps to help you come out of the situation that you're in. So yeah, that was my that was like my situation. And I would just say, if you've got anything that you're going through, make sure you're taking the necessary steps that you need to help yourself come out of that problem. There's no point sitting around and not doing anything about it. You have to take steps to make sure you're trying to change. And also identifying why you feel the way that you feel, because sometimes you feel a certain type of way because you're depressed. It could be because of your past. It could be because of anything. You have to identify why you feel the way that you feel, and yeah, in order for you to take the steps that you need to take to get yourself out of that situation.
Okay, I just want to check people on Instagram. Can you hear my guest at all? Because I think maybe from where she's talking from is a bit faint. Please let me know on Instagram if you can hear my guest at all. Sorry for that module up. The postman was knocking on my door. Someone is trying to get it. My camera fell and everything was shaking. But devil is a liar. We're going to get there today. Can you hear the guests from Facebook? Can you hear the guests from Instagram? I don't know whether you can hear the voice. I don't know whether you can hear from YouTube. I don't know whether you can hear my guests. I don't know. Please let me know. Taking action when you identify the problem. Thank you, guest. Okay, so you can hear the guest. Okay, so thank you very much, Mandy, for that. Like what you said, that one of the factors is not just to sit down. So for me, for my scenario, I try to do more work, like walk around, WALK, to walk around, because I couldn't get to the gym. I tried to stop my intake. I don't eat 3 times a day because just sit down at home. You can't go out. So I decided to take some action, which I'm not convinced whether it's working. But even at that, I still make sure that I do some things to make sure that it will help me to achieve what I want to see tomorrow. I don't know today, not very clear. Okay, someone said that they can't hear the voice very clearly. So I think I need to readjust the Instagram. Wherever I put the Instagram, I need to adjust this so that you can hear a little bit. Today is just another day. At times you want to get the whatever thing right, but not every time you get it. But because I noticed that they might not hear you, so that's why I've been asking, because it's a bit faint. Can you increase your volume as well, Mandy? Have you increased your volume?
Yes, I have.
Okay. Um Yes, so again, you said something. We're talking about depression. For example, you were talking and sharing the experience of when you had to go through depression and looking after, not actually depression, you are worried, you are concerned about fending for your children as a mother. You're worried that, oh, how
Yes.
will I get, because you finish uni, you couldn't get job, and you're like, oh, have I failed as a mother? Am I giving my child enough? And we were asking you, how do you manage to sail through that period? How do you get yourself up again? Even you look everywhere, no help. What is the advice that you have? How did you sail through then to change? What factor do you put in place to get what you want to see? When you were going through that situation, you don't have to sit down there and think that, okay, the situation will change by itself. What are the things that you put in place for yourself to see better tomorrow that you are now in?
I think for me, it was it was understanding what you're going through and not being too hard on myself, because I thought I was only at home for 3 months, but then I was being too hard on myself, and I wasn't I wasn't rewarding myself for all the good things that I'd done. I'd been a mom at 19. By the time I was 22, I'd already finished uni. So that was a positive thing for me to be happy about, rather than just wallow in self-pity. And also, I went to my GP and I told them, oh, this is how I feel. And my GP was able to say, no, don't be that hard on yourself. You've achieved a lot. Everything takes time. Not everything comes within a day. So for you to understand, if you like any type of traumas that I had, let's say when I was a child or whatever like that, trying to work through them rather than sitting on everything and, you know, thinking it's all going to go away. You have to work through it, so in order for me not to pass on those traumas to my daughters. So that those were the things that I did, like the steps that I took to come out of that situation rather than just
Okay.
sitting on it.
So at that time, you sought for help. You snapped off self-pity party. You are not blaming
Yeah,
anyone for what you are going through. You decided to
yeah,
focus because you wanted to see better tomorrow. You don't want to pass the trauma to your child. And I
yeah,
really commend you for that, because I've seen you moving from one angle and spectrum of life to another. And what is key for me, for us all, all our viewers tonight, is that the way to navigate from now to the present is not to have self-pity party. We can have a bit of low mood, but always snap off it. If you cannot do it yourself, then, because most of the things, I don't know, Mandy, if you will agree with me, is because we blame ourselves, condemn ourselves so much, even more than what people outside do. What do you say to that?
yeah. It is, because like you spend over yourself rather than you tell yourself this and that. It's all about how you think. You know how they say normally you can see a glass as half empty or you can see a glass as half full, right? So it's all about the
Mm.
outlook that you have on whatever situation that you're in, right? So for me, I chose to start
Yeah, sorry, the network is playing up. Yes. So it depends on how you think. That is our thinking now. It's not only our mindset, our thinking that is connected to our mind. And also those little steps that can make change. I see Sister Peju, thank you for joining tonight. Set realistic targets that are achievable. Guests, you can call it out. Our viewers, you can call in tonight. Look at the number going, it's scrolling on Facebook. You can call that number. I'm going to call it out for the rest of us while we are waiting for our guests to come back. I think the network have gone. Yes, it's +44. If you are calling from UK, it's +44 730 933 0100. +44 730 933 0100. If you are calling from outside UK and you want to use WhatsApp call, 234 +234 830 9158779. +234 803 9158 779. If you are calling from outside, yes, while we are waiting for the guest, I think we've lost the guest connection there, but hopefully she's going to come back on. So yes, oh, thank you for here. Thank you for doing that. So you can call in, please, tonight and contribute. What are the factors? What are the factors? What are the factors? What are the things? Yeah, I think the guest is back on. What are the factors? Yeah, welcome back, guest. What are the factors that you need to consider in changing? I want us to look at those little things that we overlook. Please give your own suggestion. Bimsy, thank you for joining. Yeah, please, what are the factors on Instagram? You are giving us a very valid point. Somebody was talking about, okay, so you are back now. Okay, continue. continue from where we stop, where you are telling us about the way we think, helps us to change our modality, helps us to change our default setting, the way we think, because we need to do something. I know, I am very sure, I'm very confident for that turning point of for tomorrow. You need to change something today. Please, I'm expecting people to call in. The line is open. Call in and give your contribution. Over to you, Mandy. Over to you.
Another thing is obviously understanding that if you're going through anything, change doesn't happen within a day, right? So if, for example, you were talking about eating, like if you're trying to lose weight and stuff, if you go back and start eating again, it doesn't mean that you have to stop. You just have to carry on. You're working through it. Does it make sense? So like just
Yeah.
understanding that change takes time, because sometimes you're gonna do that thing that you're thinking, oh no, I don't want to do this. I want to do better, but then that doesn't mean you have to stop. You just have to carry on, pick yourself up, and try again.
Okay, so how can we prepare again? Like what you said now is the key. It's very important. Like change doesn't happen in a day. And so if you must see tomorrow, whatever you want to see tomorrow, do it now. And whatever you are seeing yet tomorrow, or whatever you have seen today, is as a result of what we've done and what we have to do. And one of the things is that, so what are the factors that helps us again to navigate beyond challenges? At that time, do you now manage to get a job from your scenario? Do you now manage to get a job, or do you depend on the government? Or do you just change maybe the type of job you're looking for? Maybe you just say that, okay, for the meantime, till I get what I want. How do you navigate to, the future from there?
So for me, in that moment, I had to just find a job. It wasn't what I'd done in university, but then I had to find a job, obviously, so I can come out of the house and I can be making an income, obviously, because staying in the house wasn't good for me. So then obviously I now decided that, okay, I'm just gonna go and do this job for now, and then try and navigate and try and get to where it is that I want to be. And obviously understanding that everything takes time. You have to take it step by step. And obviously understanding that
Mm,
everything that I'm working for today, I might not see the results today. I might see the results in a year, I might see the results in 2 years, but as long as you're taking positive steps, you're always going to get a good result in the end.
mm. That is very key. Please call in. It's time to call in now, please. On calling on that number scrolling on the screen right now, 0730 933 0100. Yes, I remember when we are talking as well, you were talking about one of the things that we need to realize is to get ourselves stable. You see the three legs chairs table is hard to use or to sit on. You have to get the four where leg to sit on to balance. So in your mindset, with the change that you have made, you need to balance. On Instagram, what do you think about this, navigating to tomorrow? From what are the key factors, things that we need to do to navigate? Is it in the area of finance? If you are stuck financially, with your experience, Mandy, what do you suggest to people? If you are, because I know you invent so many things, you do so many things, you have so many ideas. And if you say, because some people, they are so rigid, even after you've changed your mind, the change is not taking place until you take the step. And if you are being stopped or you're being challenged with the step you wanted to take, do you, like what you said, we can't give up and have self-pity party on ourselves. We still need to, take the route. We need to find our navigate route to get to where we're going, because tomorrow is important. And whatever we're saying today will contribute to tomorrow. Whatever we fail to say today will still contribute to tomorrow. So how do you advise people? Yes. in
I
terms of
think that
finance to navigate through tomorrow?
I think that if you're if financially, if you're trying to do something, you might not have um £20,000 to start a business, for example, yeah. But if you can start on a smaller scale. So even if you have £100, or even if you have £50, you can start on that smaller scale, and you will get there slowly but surely. Be patient, yeah. And also, like, if, as I said, if you're trying to get a job, you've gone to university, but then you're not getting the job that you want, maybe just get the job that you're able to get in that moment, so you have financial security, and then try and work your way up, and to get to wherever it is that you think like you need to be. So that's what my advice would be.
Okay, because I notice a lot of people get scared of changing their default setting and their mode because of instability. That way we are having some comments here. Parenting with Grace said, accept any help you can get. Do not rely only on your strength. Yeah, that is key. Thank you very much for that valid point. Thank you, ma. And she said there will be up and down in the journey of change. That is it. The key is not to give up. And what I've noticed from what you are saying, Mandy, is that because of the fear of the unknown, because in as much as we want better tomorrow, a lot of us were still afraid of in case things doesn't work out, and as a result of that, we stop altogether. We don't want to take any risk, no matter how. So because for people to change their default setting now, it requires high risk. And some people hear all what we are saying, they want to change, but the change is not changing because they are not activating it. And to change your mode, your modality of doing things, you carry things out, you need to be ready for that risk. And we have to breathe in and out. We have to have a little bit of, that trust, knowing that, positive mind that
Yeah,
is gonna work out. And what about if it doesn't work out? How have you been able to? Have you done anything that failed? How do you navigate around challenges that maybe things didn't work out?
I've done so many things that have failed, but then I just think, just having that, just having that belief in yourself, that even if you do 10 things and those 10 things don't work out, it might be the 11th thing that works out for you, right? So just constantly believing in yourself, constantly being positive, constantly being kind to yourself, constantly trying to uplift yourself. I think that's the only way, because if you do one thing and you give up, that's not going to help you. You just have to keep trying, and at some point you will get there.
So the navigating mode there is constant. You don't stop,
Yeah,
constantly looking for new things, constantly searching within yourself and outside. What is it I can do, to get new things, to get myself better, to get my tomorrow better. I'm waiting for people to give me a call. Please call, please call. Yes. Oh, yes. Seek for an appropriate help and do not hide your problem. That is from Mommy Christine. Thank you very much. Don't hide your problem. That is another key factors that we need to change and start to do. Because at times you want to change, but you don't know how to do it. Thank you very much. Yes, please. The number is there. Help me to call in, give your own contribution. That's why we didn't do too much as in putting theory in, so that you can have your say, because people say, come on, let's have our say. So this is the time, the floor is open. And there are so many unresolved questions, Mandy, that people do go through because they don't have answer to it. They don't want to change. What is the advice if there is no answer? Like, okay, tomorrow I want my tomorrow to be like this, but I'm looking for a way of guarantee or surety to say, will it be like that for real if I change? Like that guarantee, no one to give me. So I'm refusing to want to go. What do you do in your own experience? What do you want to advise our viewers today and anyone that will come through here?
I think that, one thing that you have to realize is that, especially when it comes to finances, yeah, I don't think finance I know finances can make people sad and stuff like that, but then it's not the be all and end all. Does it make sense? There's other things probably within you that you need to work on to find your happiness, because happiness doesn't really come from money. So trying to find self-fulfillment first, like understanding yourself, taking care of yourself,
Mm.
loving yourself, and then when everything else, then the financial aspect of it it will make a difference, but then you already love yourself. So obviously, like, do you know how people think, oh, if I get £1,000,000 tomorrow, I'm gonna be so happy, right? But then why is there so many people that are millionaires that commit suicide and they're depressed? Because
Mm.
happiness doesn't come from money, it comes from within yourself. So obviously for me, it was just understanding myself, loving myself more, taking care of myself more, listening to myself, and just being kind to myself. That I think
Mm.
that's what.
Yes. Oh, thank you for that. Thank you. Sandy put something here. Never give up. It's easier said than done, because when you are going through a low point in life, you feel discouraged. But keep going, keep trying. You are doing the best you can. And that is another navigating point for the mood. And that's why I said that even if failure comes, like for me, from my scenario, I'm not going to give up. I'm definitely not going to give up, because I know, okay, I'm looking forward to how this will change. I'll give myself a little bit time, like what you said. Keep going is another keep going. Mommy Adesua, thank you for joining. Christy, thank you for joining. She said the worst risk is no risk at all. No risk at all. Like the worst risk that seems like a risk to us is no risk at all. I want people to call it. Thank you, Mommy Limo Flores, Mommy Ronke Adewuyi, Oladebo Tayo. Thank you very much. Appreciating every little effort. That's it. That is another key factor for our to unveil. We need to see all this thing, because I know there are little things. As I was writing it down to, I see that, as a single person, because I've been in this route as well, as a single parent, a lot of people, they look at society and so many things to say that, oh, I don't think even some people change their location for so many reasons. They change where they're living, they stop speaking to their friends, they block a lot of people on Facebook, on whatever, Twitter, on their WhatsApp, on their status, and thinking that, oh, it makes me feel better. I just want to focus onto the future, so I don't want any problem. But how do you advise? Because a lot of people look at it that if I change my status, like what you said, if money comes, I'm okay, I'm living good, I'm living great. I believe that yes, tomorrow will be okay. Does that all what it takes for tomorrow to be better? Is it only money? Is it only if you're married or you're single? Is it, like some people will say, oh, for single parent, their children cannot be good. And I bet to be differ. I can say that anywhere in the whole world. It used to be, but not anymore. I've seen couples, I've seen family that, like husband and wife. I'm not soliciting for whatever, but to me, in life, we do come across issues. But what do you have to say? And I want you to come up with your scenario as well, because of our time.
Okay, so the scenario, so I'm going to read that out the scenario. So this person is Mr. O. He's he's a 40-year-old man who has 4 children. He comes from a broken home and an abusive upbringing, physical and mental abuse, especially from his father. So Mr. O has been building his relationship with God and sought counseling based on his childhood traumas. But then he feels like when he takes 10 steps forward, he takes 10 steps forward to take 10 steps back. He feels like his biggest hindrance, even at his age, is his father, who constantly brings him down and is very abusive to him mentally. So how does Mr. O go about unveiling the mode of change and preparing for tomorrow now in order to avoid the same mistakes his father in order for him to avoid the same mistakes that his father made? And how does he avoid being the same parent that his father was to him, to his own children. That's the scenario.
Hmm. So that is the scenario. A man that have been through a lot of trauma, abuse, and because of the geographical or status of the family, it's not the one that you would describe as the best one. And many people are going through this. It could be vice versa. It could be the mother or the father. It could be for a lady rather than Mr. O. It could be Mrs. O. And so in this situation, they're going through a lot. I just quickly want to read what PSA said. Life is complicated. We need to trust in Jesus and totally trust him. Not trusting him would lead to all sorts of depression, which come from trying to think that we can do it all by ourselves. Trust and obey. Trust in the Lord with all your heart. Lean not on your own understanding. In all your ways, acknowledge him. Okay, it's a good preaching that, well, we can't leave God behind in all that we do if we want to see better tomorrow. Thank you very much. That is so key. Don't measure your success. That is from Yadeswa with others. Own your own journey and be grateful for every opportunity. Work on your self-esteem. Okay, that is Mommy Abe. Thank you for all this contribution. It's so key. These are the factors that we need. Self-esteem is one of the killer that is helping, that is affecting our tomorrow, because in within ourselves, like what you said, Mandy, we think we have changed. We think we have changed our mindset, but when it's that stage we need to take a step is hard, and we start measuring our success, ourselves, our values with others. We start comparing, and those are not the good ones. So now this scenario, what is your own take? Please, can you contribute to this scenario? Risk can be big factor and barrier to change. How do you do calculated risk, especially changing your job without any way of income? Wow, that is serious one. Risk is a risk that, okay, I've had that experience with someone that you want to do another job, you resigned and you want to go for another job. Said you need to get another job before you resign from it. No, 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 I will get one there. But on that resignation, getting to the next job, they said no. So yeah, that can really be so we need to make sure that we get our facts right. Even we want to see better tomorrow in our job, but we need to deal with it now. Fear is another barrier, especially with what people say. Yeah, that is parenting with grace. Thank you very much, man, for that powerful contribution. Fear is the key. When you want to touch your new schedule, readjustments, or you want to reset certain thing in your life, the fear is between you and that action. Even though I've made up my mind that I want to change my hairstyle, and I'm like, oh, how will I look? How do I look? Especially if you are so particular about the way you look, but you want to see better picture of yourself tomorrow. But the fear. So how do we break down the barrier? This is what this man is going through as well. Okay, so what is your own take, Mandy, on that scenario?
I think that for this man, he has to try and let go of the past. Obviously, like what has happened to him, with his father, right? So he has to try and find a way of navigating and letting go of the past, healing from whatever trauma it is that he's going through. And then I also think he has to find a way to navigate around his father that is in a positive way. Does it make sense? Try and talk to
Mm.
him, or just taking steps to mending whatever relationship that he has with his father and making it a more positive one. I think that would be my advice for him.
Do you think that what he has been through at this age 40, do you think this man will not, he is afraid of tomorrow? But from you come from mental health thing as well, background. Do you think there's no way he will not pass it on? I don't know whether I'm being negative here. Even no matter like we said that he was looking for a way, like you said, he need to seek for help, he need to talk, because I think communication is important, the approach, because he wanted to reset some mood. He doesn't want to go to his tomorrow and seeing this trauma following him even to his tomorrow, and displaying it again with his children. But I think with conscious effort you will be able to do that. I don't know any of our viewers, I don't know your own take on this, the advice that you have for anyone going through the same experience with Mr. O, that like what Mandy said, how do you help this man? What will you say to any man or man in this situation, that being around abusive environment, you grow there, bringing one down? Is there anyone bringing you down? Is there any fear? Is that anxiety? Is that panicking? Is that phobia there? A lot of people, they suffer from phobia. Do you know what? I'll tell you the truth, because I've not been driving for a while now. Anytime I pick my car, I look for different routes, because there are certain bridge that I cannot approach because of phobia. Shh, don't say anything. Some people will be laughing at me because of phobia. And I'm like, oh no, I need to go through the longer route because of phobia. Is phobia affecting us from changing our mode? Are we going to do something? I was like, what do I do about this phobia? I've prayed about it. How do I work around it so that I won't have to? It's making things difficult for me to drive this day. I can't believe, that because I've not been driving for a while because of lockdown, then getting behind this steering is like, what? I'm like, what? As if I started driving, but I'm like, oh, maybe if I do it more, it will get better. So I believe that taking steps is important. In any situation that is bringing us backwards and forwards, we still need not to give up. It's not going to be easy, but for us to see better tomorrow, we need to put in effort. And like what you said, effort. Like when I was discussing with you, you said instead of allowing us to allow our situation to eat us up, this is the turning point. We need to turn ourselves against it. Whatever thing that is eating us up, situation, trauma, that we find ourselves, we need to look for situation. And I ask you a question, that do we have to be perfect? Does it mean that for our tomorrow to come out as the way we want it, do we need to be perfect?
No, I don't think we need to be perfect. I think that no matter who you are, no matter how much you try, there's no way that you can be perfect, right? But then you can be better today than you were yesterday, right? You can work towards being a better person every day. You're taking steps to becoming better. It doesn't mean that if you do something and next week you think, okay, if you've been acting a certain type of way, you expect that next week if you go to counseling or if you start praying, that's that's just going to be, your life is going to change within a week. I don't think that really that's realistic. I think that you take baby steps, and
Mm,
you every time you achieve something, you reward yourself by being nice to yourself, by thinking, okay, look where I'm coming from, look what I used to do, look where it does make sense. Yeah, so there's no
mm,
way you're going to be perfect. You can try and be as perfect as possible.
mm. Wow, that is very key. Baby steps. Wow, baby steps. That means we cannot be perfect. So what you are saying now is that it doesn't have to be like what you said. We don't have to have billions to do a business. If our business will worth billion, we can start from small. And baby steps will require some discipline, and that is what I'm saying today. It's not only changing our mind, making decision now. It's not after that step of making decision, that thing between you and seeing that decision you've made, happening tomorrow, is to activate that mode setting. And Adele said this: trust in God and self affirmation by be yourself. Affirmation, be yourself. Work on your self esteem. Thank you very much, Ma, for that. Olanike said, thank you. Avoid self pity. Set target. She says, set target, set limits, be strong, be brave, be determined, and be open minded. Be well informed. Research on steps you are about to take. Dare to take risk. Don't be too comfortable. Okay, to stay too long in position. Love yourself and love God. Be kind to people around you. Don't envy others. The above are things that works for me. Thank you very much for that very long list and very valid points from Muradeyo. Thank you very much. There is a pattern that needs to be broken with prayer first of all. Okay, that is Grace Ayonbeku. Thank you very much. She believes that there are some things that when we notice that it's repeating itself, we need to get to the root of it. And I believe so because at times, like that phobia, I'm like, where is this coming from? And it's just one experience when it was in the snow years back. My car skidded and I almost jumped from the what is it, bridge down to the other side. So since that day, passing through any high bridge has called that phobia. How do I now change the setting that tomorrow going on the same bridge I won't panic? Then I need to get to the root cause of what is causing the phobia. And it is very important. It might be very hard, but it is achievable. Trauma is a very hard work through. That is Sandy. But acknowledgement of his trauma, healing and seeking help, but also education. Okay, educating his kids on the effect of mental health. That's true. I agree with Sandy on that. We need to educate them that listen, this is what I've been through, and that is why I'm like this and like that. But you don't have to go through it. You don't have to go through it. You can be better. Speak to like-minded people. That is Bemi. Thank you very much, ma, for that. Thank you, Official Scam, for joining tonight. Speak to people, let like-minded. I've been through that experience, and I can tell you, even if you don't have the assurance of what will be, maybe you are like, you have the fear of the unknown, but when you speak to people that experience, they pass through it. Well, what you want to see tomorrow, some people have passed through it today, and if you're able to get their experience now, you can get that knowledge to help you set your mood right. You can get that knowledge to get your own default setting right. You can listen and pick from their own downcast, their own success story, their own failure, to be allow you to know the tempo in which you will step. And navigating can be very hard, especially when you're your own, but it is very positive. And I want to encourage us tonight that changing that mode, you might need help. Please seek for help. Before we go today, I just want to check who we know my year of birth. That is the question tonight. And that person will get, if you know the day, not the month, the day and the year of my birth. Turning points. Turning point. Day, the day, Gogonio, and the year. If you can get both together tonight, you are going to get a gift. Yes, so tonight I want to say thank you very much. Thank you, Mandy, for coming tonight. It's been such an inspirational and very interesting discussion. And I thank you very much for sharing your experience with us. It's been wonderful here. It's been so great. I really appreciate you. I wish you best in life. Thank you for coming even at a short notice. And I know you'll be coming back. I know you are doing a product now. What is the product? What is the product? The new product you've just got now. What is it? I'm still going to bring you back to tell us how you
It's a
came about it, how you invent it. But what is it? Nutshell.
it's a hair growth oil. It's got all organic products. It's got about 8 different oils, and it's infused with aloe vera. So yeah, hopefully I'll be back to let you guys to tell you more about the product. Thank you so much for having
Wow.
me.
So you invent it yourself. You mix it together yourself.
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah.
So what is one word that you're going to
I
give to all our
infused it with
viewers
aloe.
today as we round up tonight? What is that one word?
I would say you are doing well, and be kind to yourself. And if you think you need any help or anything like that, just don't be scared to reach out to people that can help you and talk to them. Even if it's your pastor or it's a counselor or anything like that, if you feel like you need any help, just reach out to people. Even if you want to start a business, if you know someone else that is in business that started a business, go to them, ask for help. People are always, people are always willing to help. Yeah, that's the last word I want to give to everyone.
Oh, thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you, everybody. Can some on the last question. I can see people are cheating on the last question. No, some people put just the year. Thank you, Mommy Adesua. You put the year because we were born the same year. You can't remember the day. Okay. About said they are real. I said the day, not the date. So you put the day. I mean the date, not the month. Okay, well done. Okay, Christy, mommy, I know that you are the one that did my pampers. Okay, mommy, one second. You almost get it right. Thank you very much, everyone, for joining tonight. Thank you. We are coming back not this next Friday, but I think I will see you all in the month of April. It's Easter as well. We'll see how it goes because it happens to be an Easter Friday, but we'll see how it goes. Thank you very much for joining. Remember, keep this thing going, keep changing the mode, the modality. What you want to see tomorrow, you can only work on it today. Otherwise, what you've seen today, if you don't do anything about the setting, the setup, the modality, the route, if you don't navigate differently, if you navigate the way you want differentiate tomorrow, that won't happen. I know challenges will come. I know you might want to stop. I know it might not be easy. I know you might need help. I know you might need someone to walk with you and journey with you. I know you might need to pray. I know you might need to exercise your faith. But this discussion today affects everyone. I mean, everyone. Whether you are black, you are white, you are young and old, Christian or not Christian, it affects us. And we really need to check our setting so that we can readjust to see better tomorrow. Until I come your way, I remain Esther. Thank you for making it today for me. I really appreciate you, everyone, on Facebook and Instagram and YouTube. Thank you. I love you so much, and you know that I do. Until I come your way, remain blessed. Thank you very much for joining tonight. I appreciate you. Bless you. Thank you, everyone. Yes, I can tell.